This is Knit and Crochet Together, and I would like to show you how, if you make this hat on your circular needles, it should lay like this so that it's flat around the rim of your hat. But what I did was I started out with number 8 knitting needles that are straight, because it's so hard to tell if this is the right, the way you twist it when you connect it. It gets confusing. But if you do it this way, you can sew up the seam, this little bit of seam, and that's not hard. But it's flat and it's much easier. You don't have to keep starting over. So right now I'm on about the 5th row. You can see that it's perfectly flat. This makes it easy. I'm going to take this off for ya, and I'm going to show you how to put this circular needle on so that you can keep going round and round, not have to sew up a whole side. So I took my black yarn off of here so I can show you how this is done. Okay, so here you got about your 5 rows here. You got a string hanging down to sew up the side from the beginning of when you first put it on the needle. Now you make sure you use the long thread, not the one that's cut off. And you just grab your number 8 circular needle. That's what it looks like. You can buy these like at Walmart, Kmart, I don't know where else. So I got 60 stitches on the needle. It's about 4 to 5 inches stitches long. See? Now we're just going to knit around. Knit kind of loosely. You don't want it to be too tight on your needle. And you're knitting it right onto that circular needle. The great thing is, now you can tell that it's flat. And you don't have to hassle trying to figure out on a circular needle how to attach it when you get to the end of the row so that it is flat when it's together going around in a circle. It might be all twisted up. So we're going around this needle, knitting it onto the circular needle off of your straight number 8 size needle. Also, this is 4-ply yarn, so it's really thick, makes a nice warm hat. Oops. So that is going right onto my circular needle. I'll keep going. This is great. This is so much easier than trying to do it on a circular needle when you're starting out. Once you transfer it onto the circular needles, it's nice because it's flat and it's going round and round. You don't have any seam anymore. Okay. Almost to the end of this row, and it's going right onto that circular needle like that. It's really neat. Got about 60 stitches to make a hat for an average size head for a man or woman. Okay. When you get to the end and all your stitches are on your circular needle, I'll show you what to do. Okay, we're at the end. Now, your straight needles are completely off. You got a circular needle. Make sure that this There it is. Make sure that it's all flat all the way around. There you go. Now, you just knit into the first stitch. Make sure you don't catch up this short string that you're going to sew up the side with. You use your long thread. Go round this. See, this short thread hanging here is to sew up this little gap here when you're done. You're going to have a little tiny gap. It's worth it to know where you're at instead of starting on the circular needle. You're just going to sew that up with the yarn needle. So you just keep going round and round. We're going to go about 5 inches like this. When we get to 5 inches, it'll be these 5 inches from here to here. Then we're going to switch to a different, we're going to kind of turn the yarn, the needles the opposite direction. Well, it's round, but we're going to go the opposite direction to make the opposite. Now, it looks like pearl. So on the inside of the hat, we have like knit, pearl, the look of knit and pearl. When you're knitting and you knit one row and then you purl back the another row and knit one row and purl back the other row, it makes this kind of stitch on one side and this on the other. But on the circular needles, all you'd have to do is when you get to 5 inches, you just turn it the opposite direction and start knitting the opposite way, and it turns out like that. I figured that out with the appearance of knit on one side and purl on the other, but it's really knitting the whole time. So let's see, I switched. Now this has to be on your right hand side. If you switch it around like this and knit the wrong way, you'll be making a different stitch. So just keep going round and round your 60 stitches. And when you get to here again, just keep on knitting, tighten it up right here, keep on going. We're going to make it 5 inches from here to here, like that. And then we're going to switch stitches. Alright, this is Knit and Crochet Together. My channel is knitandcrochettogether. That's with 2 T's. And if you go to my channel, you can follow all the videos on making this hat. Very much easier. And I have a lot of other videos on making different projects. I have dog suits, I have ponchos, skirts for little girls, and I didn't put purses on yet, but I will be putting on purses soon. Okay, thank you.